Presented by 11M Cars. 1987. The last year of a legend. The final lap for one of America's most iconic street machines. Before front-wheel drive took over, before the era of steel and soul came to an end, the streets got one last gift, the 1987 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. To understand why the 1987 Cutlass Supreme matters, you've got to rewind and feel the world as it was back then. Ronald Reagan was still president. The Cold War was cooling down. Michael Jackson had just released Bad. Mike Tyson was knocking out everybody. And a group from Compton called NWA dropped Boys in the Hood, changing the sound of the streets forever. Black Monday rocked the stock market. Big gold chains, starter jackets, and boomboxes were everywhere. And on the streets, the G-bodies were in control. Monte Carlo, Buick Regal, Pontiac Grand Prix, El Camino, and standing tall among them, the 1987 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. From 1978 to 1988, GM built a legend, the G-body platform. Rear-wheel drive, body-on-frame, perfect weight balance, perfect platform for the streets. It was built for muscle, style, and modification. And Oldsmobile? They gave the G-body heart. The Cutlass Supreme had already proven itself in the 70s. But by the mid-80s, it became a crown jewel. And in 1987, Oldsmobile said goodbye. This was the final year for the rear-wheel drive Cutlass Supreme. After this, it was front-wheel drive. Lighter, rounder, and not the same. The 1987 Cutlass Supreme had presence. Long hood, short deck, crisp square lines with a curved rear quarter, chrome bumpers, vertical grille with square headlights, optional T-tops that opened up the sky, vinyl Landau top for that luxury touch. The Cutlass Supreme wasn't loud. It wasn't trying too hard. It was confident, smooth, grown. You knew what it was the second it pulled up, whether candy painted on Dayton's or bone stock at the dealer. This car had swagger. The Oldsmobile Rocket 307, not a Chevy, not a Buick. This was the Oldsmobile LV 25.0-liter V8. Specs? Displacement, 307 cubic inches. Horsepower, 140 at 3,200 RPM. Torque, 250 pound-feet at 2,000 RPM. Fuel system, Rochester Quadrajet 4-barrel carb. Compression ratio, 8.1 to 1. Transmission, TH 200-4R automatic, 4-speed with overdrive. Drivetrain, rear-wheel drive. It wasn't the fastest V8, but it was reliable, strong, smooth. And when you added true duals and a cam, she could talk back.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir.
This was a cruising motor, not for burnouts, but for gliding through the city, windows down, music up, V8 humming in the background. The 87 Cutlass Supreme wasn't just about looks. It was comfortable, smooth. Here's how it rode. Front suspension, AA arm with coil springs. Rear suspension, 4-link solid axle. Power steering, front disc brakes, rear drums. Wheelbase, 108.1 inches. Length, 200.7 inches. Weight, just under 3,500 pounds. Fuel economy, around 15 to 20 miles per gallon. Inside, velour or leather seats, bench or bucket options, wood grain trim on the dash, rally gauges, AC power windows, tilt wheel, optional center console with shifter, and a cassette player ready to blast LL Cool, J or Marvin Gaye. This wasn't just a car, it was a living room on wheels, trim levels and variants. You had options. Ace Cutlass Supreme, the Brougham, for more luxury, more chrome, and a Landau roof. The Classic, sporty styling with pinstripes and rally wheels. 1987 for the Supreme. That moved to the salon, but street builders didn't care. They made their own. Badges, body kits, custom interiors. The 1987 Cutlass became what you made it. The streets embrace it after '87. The front-wheel drive Cutlass just wasn't the same. That's why this year mattered. This was the last real G-body Cutlass Supreme. In the 1990s and 2000s, these cars blew up. In Houston, they slabbed them out. In Detroit, they rolled with loud paint and chrome. In LA, they hit switches on hydraulics. Down south, they rode big on Daytons and Vogues. From Texas to Chicago, Compton to Atlanta, if you had a clean 87 Cutlass. Legacy and collector value. Today, the 1987 Cutlass Supreme is a collector's dream. Why? Because it's the last of its kind. It's rear-wheel drive. It's body-on-frame. It's got that real steel feel. It has a soul. Find one clean with original paint and T-tops? That's a $15,000 to $25,000 car. Restored frame-off builds with LS swaps and full suspension? Those touch $40,000 or more. And the love isn't just nostalgia. This car still looks right, it still drives right, and it still turns heads in 2025. Like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.